Hi friends, welcome. In part 2. Previously on the mysterious disappearance of Lars Mittank. A 28-year-old German tourist, intelligent, calm, and ordinary, vanished in broad daylight. He ran from an airport, abandoned his luggage, passport, and phone. He disappeared into a Bulgarian forest and was never seen again. What happened to Lars Mittank? Today, we break down the final 24 hours of his known life, the strange behavior, the panicked phone calls, the mysterious taxi ride, and the final CCTV footage that shocked the world. This is the timeline of confusion and fear. After his friends flew back to Germany, Lars checked into Hotel Color, a small, budget hotel about 6 kilometers from Varna Airport. This is where things begin to unravel. Hotel staff said Lars checked in quietly and was polite. He asked for a cheap room, paid in cash, and carried a small backpack. But just hours later, his behavior took a turn. That evening, around 10 p.m., Lars made a strange call to his mother, Sandra. He whispered and said people were trying to kill him. He begged her to cancel his credit card. He said he was being followed and feared for his life. He didn't sound drunk, he didn't slur. But he was terrified. Sandra tried to calm him down. Lars, go to the police. Call the embassy. He refused. I can't. I don't trust them. Then, silence. The call dropped. Later, the receptionist at Hotel Color reported something even more chilling. He said Lars had run out of the hotel suddenly, late at night, claiming 4 men were following him. The receptionist saw no one outside. Lars didn't come back for hours. When he did, he was dirty, shaken, and said he'd been hiding in the bushes. The receptionist said Lars was talking about voices and people coming to get him. But again, there was no sign of anyone following him. Was it paranoia? Or something real? The next morning, July 8th, Lars checked out of the hotel and took a taxi to Varna Airport. The driver, later questioned by investigators, said Lars was fidgety and kept looking over his shoulder. He clutched his backpack tightly. He didn't talk much. This was supposed to be the day Lars flew home, but he never made it onto that plane. Before boarding, Lars visited the airport medical office to check on his ruptured eardrum, the reason he had stayed behind. The doctor, Dr. Kostov, later told police that Lars was quiet at first, but suddenly became nervous. Then, in the middle of the visit, a construction worker entered the office. And Lars panicked.
He stood up suddenly. He said something like, "I don't want to die here." He grabbed his bag and ran. The construction worker? Just a regular airport contractor. He didn't know Lars and hadn't even looked at him. But to Lars, it was enough to trigger flight mode. Security cameras captured the moment Lars sprinted out of the airport. He runs past travelers and airport staff, eyes wide, hands tight on his backpack. He leaps over a fence into a grassy field. Beyond that, a dense forest area. That's the last confirmed sighting of Lars Mittank. He left behind his suitcase, phone, wallet, passport, all found in the terminal. Local police launched a massive search of the forested area near the airport. Helicopters, dogs, thermal cameras. They found nothing. No torn clothing. No blood. No food wrappers. No campsite. It's as if Lars had simply vanished into thin air. Back in Germany, Lars's mother, Sandra Mittank, refused to give up. She appeared on TV, printed posters, and worked with private detectives. She believed someone had drugged or attacked Lars, or that he had witnessed something and was being silenced. Years later, she would say, "I just want to know if he's alive. If he's suffering. Or if he's gone." Not knowing is the worst pain of all. As media attention grew, so did the theories. Mental health crisis. Some experts suggest Lars experienced a psychotic break, possibly from trauma, dehydration, or a rare condition triggered by injury. Drug reaction. Did the antibiotics prescribed for his ear, cephalexin, cause a rare reaction like hallucinations or paranoia? Foul play. Others believe he was involved in something bigger, a fight with dangerous people, mistaken identity, or even human trafficking. Wanted to disappear. A less popular theory is that Lars vanished on purpose to escape something back home. But Lars had no history of mental illness, no financial issues, and no criminal past. And most of all, he seemed to want to go home. Over the years, hundreds of alleged sightings have popped up online. A homeless man in Canada. A traveler in France. A worker in Italy. None confirmed. Reddit forums, YouTube videos, and TikToks, all flooded with theories. Even AI age progression images were created to guess what Lars might look like today. Still, no results. This was The Disappearance of Lars Mittank, Part 2. Part 2 ends with these questions. What exactly triggered Lars's panic at the airport? Why was he convinced someone was trying to kill him? Did the medication play a role in his mental state? Was someone really after him, or was it all in his mind? And why has there never been a single trace? In Part 3, we'll explore the doctor's full statement, the construction worker's identity, the weird link to another missing person in Varna, and new evidence uncovered by online sleuths. Don't forget to subscribe, comment your theory, and share this mystery. See you in Part 3, tomorrow.